So we're watching Brandon and Steve's game, round four of Corona Cup today. Brandon's bringing three CLT Jedi: Obi-Wan, Plo Koon, Ahsoka. Um, Obi-Wan and Plo Koon both have the R5 regen droid. Ahsoka is just CLT, and then Broadside with the ion cannon. And then, Gene, you want to talk about Steve's list?
Yeah, this is kind of similar to what I used to run. He's got he's got, let's see, one, two, three,
Yeah, three Discord
five.
missiles on 7 drones.
Yep, 7 drones total, 3 Discord missiles. Uh, noticeable is no struts on any of them, so that's going to be a little different than
Mm-hmm.
what it seems like everybody's lately has been running with the struts. So the only one he
Right.
does have landing struts is the DBS 32C. That's the bomber. He does have the TA 175 relay. He also has a hull upgrade, so he's got 6 hull now. No shields, but the TA 175 that everybody loves. Well, mostly from the
Mm-hmm.
movies and the shows.
One
But
of our favorite character from the movies.
yeah, uh, I guess I can hear. I'm gonna turn that. See if I can figure out how to turn that damn volume down.
Sure. So one of the things we were talking about DBS 32C, who we haven't really seen in the meta. So he's a Initiative 3 bomber. He's got struts, hull upgrade, and TA 175. So he'll be giving, he'll be raining calculates whenever these drones pop. Um,
And it will pop. And in initiative 1, it's gonna happen.
it's going to happen. And but it's interesting that he picked DVS 32C. So he's the most expensive bomber. His ability is at the start of the engagement phase, he can spend a calculate to coordinate another ship. And we were talking about this before we started streaming today, trying to speculate, what do you do with that? Because your drones can already have barrel roll linked to calculate. It's pretty much everything that they want to do. There's not really anything else on their action bar you want to do. So, and you've got the 2 hard blue. So, that's, you basically decide every time you move a drone, hey, do I want a barrel roll or not, or do I just calculate? It's pretty much the decision point. So, one of the things we were talking about is it could be useful after if you're playing like a low init swarm or some other low init ship, you could coordinate a barrel roll to a drone that just calculated, maybe to get those Discord missiles where you want them. That's really the only reason I can see to bring that particular pilot ability with this list, unless you have a different idea, Gene.
Well, I don't think that he was bringing it for pilot ability. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Mm-hmm.
That may be the only one that can actually bring a relay, and so he brought him
Oh,
bring TA 175.
that's a good thought. I'm gonna go
It's just
look.
it just happens that the ability sucks.
Right. I mean, if there's any faction that can't use a coordinate very well, it's cis. Pretty much do what they want to do anyway.
Yeah, and that's as I remembered correctly. That is the only bomber that can have the
Okay.
relay, so that's why he has to.
So
Because
it's just
remember,
the cheapest coordinator or cheapest relay carrier you can bring. That's the reason.
essentially, yeah, yeah. So that ability probably won't get much of any use at all of it,
Mm-hmm.
but kind of needs to do.
Cool. What do you think?
God damn it, I can't get that shit.
It's okay, man. It's pretty quiet on my end, so it's fine. So, what do you think Steve's going to try to do in this engagement, like strategically?
Well, obviously he's going to try to. block because of the TA 175, so you want them to be close when it does pay off.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Typically, what I did is put the discords up to the front so that you could, because remember, the good thing about the discords is it's at the beginning of the engagement phase, so you can get those. There's really no way to prevent them
Mm-hmm.
getting those off. So if you can keep those up sort of to the front to ensure that you're going to get those off, I usually had
Mm-hmm.
two to the front, sort of one set back to ensure that I'm going to get those off because otherwise it's just wasted points, right?
Mm-hmm.
So even if it's not like the best target, or even if you might not be able to land it, as long as you can get it out there and cause them to maneuver in a different direction. I mean, terrain denial is another thing
Mm-hmm.
altogether. So yeah, you can see it looks like he's setting up in a block. And then which ones have the discords? Looks like the purple, black, and green. Yeah, and that's pretty much exactly how. If he doesn't, unless he changes this up, that's pretty much how I had my set. He's got two of the discords up towards the front,
Mm-hmm.
one of them sort of back in the rear,
Mm-hmm.
like I was saying. So it gives him different range options for
Right.
deploying the discords. And of course, he'll have a blocker up to the front too, depending on how he has to turn in.
I'm
And
kind
this
of.
is pretty good setup that he's got because
Mm,
you go up this alley here, and he's got a good turn lane right there in the middle of the.
right. So Brandon sets up on the other side. He goes 5 straight, and then he does the 2 hard next turn, and he can line up with them. I think it's
Yep.
interesting that he's not putting the bomber towards the middle of the map. I would have thought he would have for him to use those struts, but I guess maybe using the struts is not really a
No.
priority.
This is an interesting position. That well,
Yeah, I mean it's in the middle, so you get the range, the best effective TA 175 range with it, right?
well, the thing is, it's a range 3, so
Yeah,
typically, I mean, the main thing is you want to protect that. If Brandon goes in there and smokes that guy quick, it's going to get real hard.
yeah. Do you think that's Brandon's number one target?
Hold on, I'm gonna. Yeah, we can hear you, but you're kind of in the background, so. Oh yeah, yeah. Are you so you're related? Oh, no kidding. I said, man, I don't know too many Moebeses, so I was like, what? That might be. I didn't know if that was like just a internet name or something. That's cool. Oh yeah. Oh sweet, that's awesome. Well, it's cool to meet you then.
So I think we're about to start. I guess Brandon's just making sure his stuff is lined up well.
All right, my dials are all set. Let me know when you got your set, and I'll start the timer.
All right. Let's see here. Let's see. Yeah, got one guy I didn't set. Let's see. You can actually adjust the timer. You got it without having to wait it out. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So I'll go ahead and move my ones.
How did you do that?
Do what?
Hey, y'all be sure to start the timer before you start moving.
Yeah. What'd you ask? How did I do what?
How did you peek at the dial?
Oh.
Alt.
Yeah, I learned it from just the tip there.
That was my tip,
Shift,
Brandon,
Alt.
on
That's
the
right, Shift,
podcast.
Alt.
Yeah.
A lot's happened since then, Charles.
That's okay. I think you need to remember everything I've ever said. All right, that's what I expect.
Pandemic.
So what was the button again?
Shift, Alt.
Alt. Okay, cool. Thanks. All right, I'll start the timer. Good game,
All right,
man.
cool.
Good luck.
All right, virtual handshake. Yeah, awesome. All right.
Good luck, guys.
Thank you.
All right, so we're finally getting going after a few technical hiccups with Steve being able to get into the game. So I wanted to talk a little bit about what they might be trying to do. Brandon has a lot of force, right? So like when they're full, he's got 7 force, but they'll start to run out if he can concentrate fire. So I expect Steve to try to get some blocks, some of his ships, focus down Jedi. If he doesn't have a good Jedi shot, then shoot a broadside. Broadside's going to be pretty easy for him to take down with only 1 green dice. If he can catch broadside, he could kill him in a turn. But I really think what Steve should try to do is go after Jedi. Hopefully Obi-Wan, he's the most expensive ship in Brandon's list. Get blocks, keep him from doing his focus, and just try to focus fire him down. I'm real curious to see what he does with the bomber since it's got struts, but he's not really in a position to get on a rock anytime soon. Is he going to try to camp with the asteroid, with the bomber on the asteroid, or is he actually going to leave him out there?
Go ahead and move my
the rest of his dudes. And then on Brandon's side, I expect him to do a 2 hard with broadside. To go he did a bank. To go a little faster with his flanking Jedis to get past that little rock up there in the upper left. And then turn in when it makes sense for him. Since he's got fine-tuned controls, he can do more subtle maneuvers and not, fully commit to something. Fine-tune to get him into a good position. And I think he's going to try to focus things down with CLT to get the extra dice. He can take out a drone probably in a couple of shots if he rolls paint. Interesting. So I bet Brandon barrel rolled so he can do a 1 bank next turn or 2 bank. I thought he might stay where he was with, I guess it's OB1 out there in front, just so that he could do the 5 straight next turn if he wanted to.
All right, I believe I'm back. Can you hear me?
Hey, I can hear you. Welcome back. Zoom in a little bit because I can. All right.
Ooh, look at the dynamic coverage.
Yeah. So, we just saw basically his Steve's drones do 2s and 3s. A little staggered approach, which tells me that they're going to wheel in towards the middle of the map next turn. It just makes it easier if they're a little staggered, right, like that, because they can dial in the same curves for next turn. And then Brandon's biggest decision was whether he wanted to barrel roll OB1 or not, because that really cuts down his number of maneuvers. So he's got OB1 in a position where he's facing a cloud for next turn. So I expect Brandon to do like a 1 bank, 2 bank, something like that. Brandon may be playing the range game here, trying to be in a position where he's got like a couple of drones in range of his ships, and try to just trip them down, take 1 or 2 down a turn. I think that's why Brandon's positioned himself the way he is, because they can all be around that little green island next turn on the map.
Yeah, it looks to me like maybe he's trying to bait him in.
Maybe make him take some suboptimal maneuvers.
Swarm players will do, since he created that lane, like you said, towards the green island. And if that's the case, Brandon will be in a great spot to hit him on the flanks or whatever. And, like I said, him not having, well, first off, he's got the gas clouds. So, and then him not having the landing struts, he has to avoid the obstacles. So,
yeah, that gas cloud that's in the middle of the map is in a great place for Brandon. I mean, it basically means Brandon will take no damage if they shoot through that. Range 3 through a gas cloud, no problem. I mean, even Broadside wouldn't take any damage. What I'm trying to figure out is what is green and yellow drone going to do this turn. It seems like green's got to go straight.
Yeah, and the only thing that really sucks about that dial is that you have to do a 2 straight. They don't have the 1 straight.
Right. And the 3 bank is red. I've always hated that about that dial.
Yeah, I mean, if he does in fact plan on turning his list and going through the middle of the rocks, he could hard one of those guys, barrel roll him back, and then catch up with the rest of the squad, and be able to go around, and he'd actually be able to protect his right flank if he does that. But we'll see what his game plan is. He might just say the heck with it, shoot to the other edge of the table, and try to force Brandon to come through the rocks.
Oh, just play in the gutters, and if you want to come fight me, you know where to find me.
Yep.
So, if Green tried to do a 1 hard in, do you think that would fit? I feel like he'd hit that rock.
Yeah, he probably would.
I'll look it up from the top view here.
But then he might not care either.
He might not.
It'll be real close. But at that range, when he knows those guys are that far off, he might not even care either.
I think he's going to bank with gray, purple, white, orange, and red. Maybe even the bomber. Have Green do a 2 straight, intentionally bump purple, because he can decide how they want to move. And he could 1 hard yellow. if he wants to and calculate. If I were him, that's what I would probably do this turn. I'm not saying it's the right thing to do. I've never played a drone swarm in a tournament, so.
Yeah, the only thing that concerns me is that you're kind of committing yourself towards the middle of that table, which is probably right where Brandon wants him.
Right. So you think the smarter thing would be to stay in the gutter and make Brandon come to him?
Yeah. Because, man, he's going to be in a spot. If he has to cut through that table.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you don't care as much about the gas clouds, obviously, but yeah, and it looks like he might be doing it too. He's pushing forward straight.
Mm-hmm.
Because I tell you, a lot of times with these droid swarms, time is on your side.
Right.
If you delay the engagement, and get the engagement that you want, you kill a ship or bring it to half, you're way ahead.
Mm-hmm.
It's so much harder to kill enough droids in time to make up for some of these expensive ships.
Right. Oh, he's going straight.
It looks like Ragsdale's on here.
So maybe he'll, well, like you said, he could do turnarounds, or he could do hard turns next turn. He probably won't take any meaningful damage this turn because the cloud works for him too.
Yep.
So I think this patient maneuvering is going to work out for him pretty well.
Yeah, and see, he still has the option to turn in if he wants.
Mm-hmm.
But I hope that he, for his sake, I hope that he doesn't. I think it'd be a bad move if he turns in.
So Brandon turned Ahsoka. So it's facing the cloud now, so he's probably deciding whether he wants to fine tune or not.
Hmm.
I don't really think there's a good place for Brandon to go with Ahsoka.
Yeah, boy, he'd be risking it. He definitely has.
He boosted. Wow. That's interesting. Because he's going to have to do a one hard next turn with the cloud. Oh, he's going to spend a bit. So he fine-tuned boosted in the barrel roll for his action. That's not bad. But even still, where is he going to go next turn if the drone swarm does a one hard?
And that's the thing. Oof. And now, especially now that he's moved broadside in that manner. Yeah, because that droid swarm decides to do that hard one.
Mm-hmm.
Because remember, they can hard one and then turn around and do another hard one to catch, depending on which way the Y wants to go. That's the beautiful thing about the droids, man. That hard one's probably their best maneuver.
I guess he took a target lock action just to get some information.
Gonna take the risk and try to run the tabletop simulator so I can hear those guys.
Yeah, you can. I can always turn them on and ask them a question if we feel like we need to interject, etc. So I've just got them turned all the way down. I could turn them on a little bit if you want to avoid that, Gene.
I think it'll be all right. It hasn't done that before. I don't know why it
Okay.
decided to do it then.
Okay. So Obi-Wan stayed in the gutter, went away from the swarm. That's Brandon's most expensive ship. I get it.
Yeah, it's kind of like what I figured. He's trying to set up that engagement right there in the middle of the asteroid field. Let's see if the droids take the bait and move in.
What would their alternative be, you think?
Like I said, the only other thing you could do is race to the edge of the
Mm-hmm.
opposite corner of the table. Now, that would put his Jedi in the rocks. If you can cut down on their maneuverability, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's nothing to flip that swarm.
Right. Hmm. I think as far as Broadside goes, I think Broadside's going to do it too hard. That's my guess. Because he can shoot, sideways. His name is Broadside. Only took a couple of shots to get behind the swarm. And I guess the best thing he can do with Broadside is just to make one of those drones do a one straight at some point and just screw up his maneuvers. That's really it.
No, I can't. Gene's messing it up. He's got high latency or something.
Talking about your internet screwed him up, Gene.
Yeah, I heard that.
Well, did you tell him that you have Spectrum? Just FYI. Not that anyone that's playing this game works for Spectrum or anything. I don't want to dox anybody. So yeah. No one who wears a cardigan sweater that's on the 512 podcast works for Spectrum. Just
his
FYI.
name might rhyme with Brandon.
And if you do have to call Spectrum, you have a problem with your internet, be sure to ask for Brandon specifically. He'll be happy to help you. He loves taking those end user calls. Really brightens his day.
Have you tried turning it off and turning it back on?
All right. We'll send you a box so you can ship your computer to us. You don't deserve one. But I mean, he's got no arc, so. But it's information.
Get that target log. What the heck?
It is at the start of engagement, so that's pretty cool. So we saw the coordinate actually fire on turn 2, Gene. Interesting.
Yeah. See? He showed you.
Yeah, these little droids can do things. They can calculate. They can barrel roll. They can target lock.
That was the green.
So the green one is in range. I don't know about the yellow one.
Is the green one of the discords?
It is. It is.
So I don't really understand why you would target lock with him, though.
Actually, let me look. It's light blue. Well, I think that is the light blue one. So yeah, that is a discord. It's the kind of teal looking one, gray and purple.
You'd think you would have done that with yellow.
Right.
Because if you're firing the discord, well, okay, I get it. Because you're firing the discord at the beginning of the thing, you're still getting your regular shot. Now you'll have a mod for that. So that actually makes sense.
It's not bad. And maybe he didn't think that yellow even had had range.
Yeah.
So why is he only rolling 2 greens?
Good question.
I'll ask.
mean, as it turns out, he only needed to roll the 2, but I mean, I guess he could roll one more and actually get a natty evade.
I can't hear Brandon. Brandon is microphone, man. There you go. We're fine here.
There it is. Hey, remember, you're on that delay.
There you go. Sorry.
That's true.
So,
So I'm going to act surprised right after the dice rolls. Like, whoa, natties! But the best natties, though, Gene, we've seen this whole tournament was you the other night.
I mean,
When he rolled 3 natty hits, you rolled 3 natty evades. You had 1 health left, and you lived.
yeah,
that
amazing.
that was amazing.
Like twice, back to back.
Yeah.
I got lucky for those guys. So.
Yeah, dice confirm strategies, right? Whether
And you
good or
could be
bad.
like the best analyst ever because you could predict the dice rolls before any of them actually hit the table.
That's right. I think he's gonna roll a blank. He's gonna forget that he has a third dice. He's gonna roll a blank eyeball, and then I'm gonna tell him he needs to roll another one, and he's gonna evade it. Wow, dude, you should like do the stock market or something. Yeah,
Or a weatherman.
yeah, weatherman. So, what do you think, Gene? You think he's gonna do one hard?
He's kind of got to now.
I mean, if he doesn't, then the Jedi will just be shooting him in the butt. I think he's got to do it.
Yep.
And I see what you're saying with Green and the target lock because I mean, that's the best ship for Brandon to probably PS kill because the target lock's going to be probably worthless. But it didn't cost him anything to do it.
Right. And like if he doesn't get killed, we've all seen that where there's that one droid that just won't die. And and he could actually tuck that droid behind that gas cloud and get the benefit from that as well.
That's a great point. And spin the calculate to throw the Discord missile. So
correct. And because that Discord could care less about that freaking gas cloud, and he's still going to be and still have a mod for any shot that he's going to fire, and why not?
What could be kind of cool is if Green does a 3 hard right barrel roll calculate to the left, because then he could throw a Discord missile on Broadside wherever he goes or something like that. Or like you say, do your calculate, but hang out behind the cloud and hopefully be in an optimal position to throw that Discord. The Discord on Broadside is fantastic.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's going to be holding on to that for a minute.
Yeah. I mean, the barrel roll's red for him. So if he wants to get rid of it, he's going to have to stress himself. And he doesn't have R4 Astromech. And his ability doesn't mean crap with Discord missiles. So he just takes crits after you get through shields. So he hates that.
Yeah. And that's what I love about it, too, is that those things don't pop until initiative 0. So you can strip the shields before that thing even pops to get that crit through.
Mm-hmm. I mean, to throw the Discord missiles, I won't say it's a waste to throw them at the Jedi, but you probably will only get it the one time, right? At initiative 0, the turn that you fired them.
Right. Yeah. But I mean, even then,
it's still useful because if you can take their one shield off and then they take a crit, that's valuable.
And like I said, sometimes that's enough to make them take actions they didn't want to take,
right?
Or avoid areas of, because remember, even if he barrel rolls off of it, Discord's not going anywhere. It's going to stay there on the mat. And so, again, terrain denial is another thing on its own. So
it becomes another obstacle for the Jedi, basically, on the board.
Correct. You're taking away some decisions or forcing decisions upon your opponent. So it's not bad either way.
Yeah, in my game with Brandon a week and a half ago, I threw one out there. None of his ships ever landed on it. But they had to fly around it, and they got bumped. And like Broadside was doing 3 banks to get it away from it. And, it did mess up what he wanted to do maneuver-wise.
Yep. Yeah, it's very rarely just an all-out waste.
Mm-hmm. Well, and heck, if he could get 2 on a Jedi and plink a shield, he could kill a Jedi.
Oh yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I'm not sure what Brandon does this turn. I mean, I can see. So Broadside has his turret facing to his right. So I expect Brandon to do like a 1 bank left or something like 2 bank left or something like that.
Yeah, it puts him
Obi-Wan.
behind the cloud.
Yeah, Obi-Wan I expect to do like a 2 hard in. Or maybe he goes straight and it's going to flank from the right side of the swarm. That'd probably be a better long-term maneuver. Of course, we're about 30 minutes into this game. Plo, I
Right.
expect to do a gentle straight, 2 straight or something like that. But I don't know what he's going to do with Ahsoka. Because I don't think he can fly past him. And he is turning in. So we see the 1 hearts.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know that he had a whole lot of options. I kind of like the 1 hard there too because it gives him more options for launching the Discord.
Yep. Ooh. And he's going to keep him from getting past him too. So if Brandon does
Nice.
like a 5 straight or something, okay.
That's nice.
Hello there.
Yeah, that's the great thing about the droid swarm too, man. You can just create a giant wall
Mm-hmm.
that they just can't maneuver past. And you might not get, a bunch of great premium shots, but you're
Mm-hmm.
going to get some. And, well, it's always those 2 dice attacks at some crazy range that get through.
Mm-hmm. I think he's doing a good job too of not just turning but realigning his squad into more of a. He's not able to do a perfect 2 rows like he had at the beginning of the game, but they are. You can see where they're going to be coming back together and forming that block again. And just another turn. Yeah, go ahead.
And really, the only reason you need to be in the block is for the TA 175, and it
Mm-hmm.
has a range of 3. So, you don't have to keep a tight block like it's, a Hal Runner or something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So now we'll see Broadside and Ahsoka. He did. That was weird.
So that
Wow.
clicking too fast.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. What kind of shadiness.
Brandon's got decisions to make here.
Yeah, he does.
So he's fine tuning. I imagine that's a boost. Okay. So that might have dodged him 4 shots. That's not bad.
Man, he's still looking at 3 good ones, though.
Yeah, and he's focusing. I'm wondering if Obi-Wan's going to get close enough where he can do the Obi-Wan ability. I don't think Obi-Wan's going to get there, though. So we do see the 1 bank or 2 bank, whichever it was, from Broadside. So now it's Plo or Obi. I bet Plo goes first. 2 straight. That's what I predicted there. And he's got bullseye. Probably. Take a look.
Oh, yeah.
Top. Yeah, he's got bullseye. Just focus, Plo. You're going to take some shots, bro.
Will fine tune.
He's going to fine tune. Okay. I mean, anything he does is going to take him out of the bullseye. So
Pretty much.
I'm surprised he's doing that. Oh, maybe he wants to bullseye the bomber.
Yeah, it looks like he's kind of. Well, we were talking about, or I said earlier at the beginning of the game, if he can smoke that bomber quick,
Yep, I think you're right. I think
Steve's
that's what
gonna
he's
have a
doing.
real hard time. And I mean, in addition to that, it is by far his most expensive ship.
Right. See how expensive he is.
He's 55 points.
Wow.
And so he's more than twice the cost of it, the drones. Nearly twice. Yeah, he's twice the cost of almost every one of his drones.
Right.
So it's like a twofer if you can smoke it. Plus, like I said, then man, it makes it so much harder for Steve not having that TA-175.
So it looks like Obi-Wan's just going to kind of support here and throw focuses as they're spent.
I'll be honest though, in the extended format, why not Sear?
Right.
Crack shot would be tasty right about now.
Yeah.
Sorry, I forgot. 1 second, I was actually trying to decide.
Kind of surprised Brandon didn't fine tune and then focus here with Obi-Wan. But he's done. So I think we're doing the start of engagement phase. Steve deciding
if
he wants to.
discords.
Yeah.
I don't know that he's got any real good shots with the discords this turn.
Well, if Green does a 3 straight, then Broadside's going to eat it. Maybe next turn. I don't know if the 3 bank's going to hit Plo from yellow. I think it'll sit right in front of him. Of course, he'll have to go through it next turn.
Sure.
The fact that Discord makes you spin that calculate, that's the thing that makes you really think twice about it.
That's a bummer.
Not so much when you got TA-175 and
That's
you have
true.
the network calculate. Because, I spend it. I'm just going to use my buddy's calculate for when I need it. TA-175 is going to get me another one when he does kill a droid.
Mm-hmm.
A lot less consequences.
Go ahead. I'll go ahead and have purple fire off Discord.
Really?
He's going to fire Purple's Discord?
Yeah, I don't get that one.
I think it's because he's thinking Purple's not going to take shots. So it's the least risky for him.
Yeah, but you're not.
But you're not going to get anything from it this turn.
No. And I don't think it's going to be placed into a spot that's really going to help with the terrain denial. I mean, your ships are going to stop them from.
Right.
I mean, Brandon was going to bail on that anyway. He wouldn't start.
Yeah, knowing Brandon, I think Plo's got a hard turn left next turn and get out of dodge. But I don't know.
Trade drone 4. So that's yellow average.
Here we go. First real attack dice. We had the one long range shot last turn, but
I doubt he spends it. He is.
remember, you're on delay.
Okay. Thank you. So Brandon did 1 damage, or he's got 1 hit at range 3, which that's probably cocked, but whatever. probably surprised Brandon spent that force. There he goes.
We'll take the range 3 on DBS.
So he's going to shoot range 3 at DBS 30, our second favorite Star Wars character. He gets the free eyeball from CLT because it's in bullseye. So it's going to be 2 plus an eyeball.
Calibrated does.
So he's got 2 net eyeballs. So he's probably going to spend the focus and then Obi-Wan give it back to him. That's what I imagine he's going to do.
Yeah, because you were able to predict that he rolled that focus
Yeah.
prior to him rolling it.
I'm going to go into meteorology next.
So what does calibrated do? Yeah. Calibrated gave me that third die. Gotcha. Okay.
So he doesn't have a token because he spent the calculate. So I think the bomber's going to take a damage.
Well, he can always borrow his buddies, right?
That's
He has
true.
calculations.
He's got network calculation, so he's going to take one back from Orange that can't do anything this turn anyway, right? Well, he could shoot his Ahsoka, I guess.
Yeah, because he should be range 1 of yellow, so he should be able to spin his if he'd like.
Mm-hmm. So he took oranges. Well, that was a smart move.
Yeah. There's plenty to go around.
So now I think DBS 30C
You will shoot at Ahsoka.
is going to shoot Ahsoka range 1.
Sure enough.
Yeah, I made this list and I was all late getting my stuff in, and I just threw in. I'm supposed to go to a tournament that same.
So Steve's telling Brandon a cool story right now while he's rolling dice.
Yeah, I can hear.
Oh, and that one hit that he rolled is cocked, but whatever.
I mean, wow, how did you know it was going to be cocked and you were able to predict that?
I'm not able to predict this delay very well. I'm going to keep trying.
Let's start with Ahsoka. So we'll take the DBS shot range 1 of bullseye.
You can message him about cocked dice on the.
Yeah, it didn't matter. Brandon rolled 2 Vades. It just doesn't
Right.
matter. So Brandon's shooting with Ahsoka on the bomber. He gets the free
This is
eyeball
probably going to.
CLT. And then he rolls 3 more. So he can, if he spends the force, get to 3 hits.
Yep.
It's pretty good. Oh, snap. So he could spin Red's calculate and take 2 damage.
Oh, did he roll a focus?
He rolled an eyeball. Sorry. I'll watch the Twitch. I got a lot to watch. I got to watch OBS.
Or if you want, I
Twitch.
can do the dice.
Why don't you do the dice?
All right. Because I'm just watching the Twitch.
Cool. Then you're good. So DBS 32C takes 2 damage. Not quite half. He's 1 away from half.
It looks like whatever shot I take with broadside is. Hey, you spent that focus on Ahsoka, right? Oh, I spent it first. Okay, you spent it first. Gotcha. All right.
So Steve's asking Brandon if he'd spin a focus on a sucker. No, he's a Jedi. He just, if you have eyeballs, they just become hits and evades. That's just what you do. That's what they should have written on the Jedi's card. If you roll an eyeball, it becomes a hit or evade. Just do that.
Yeah. One Armed Billy was asking what TA 175 does again.
Oh my goodness.
On top of being one of the best characters from the shows, and I do mean a character. I mean the guy's personality. But basically, if one of your droids dies, everybody within range 3 of TA 175, or in other words, DBS 32C, who's carrying him, gets to calculate. So if one of those droids pops, it just range calculates everywhere because a range 3 is long. Like right now, currently, all of his ships are under that range 3 umbrella. So if he loses a droid, boom, everybody gets to calculate. And that happens like right away. So if they're all firing at the same initiative, and hypothetically all the attackers range or initiative 3, the first initiative 3 shoots and kills one, everybody gets calculates, and then you keep firing your initiative 3s.
You can tell it's a.
So Brandon had a great roll with Broadside. Got 3.
Yeah, see, 3 hits. Looking at 2 evades, I guess.
Yeah, he's looking at 2 evades. I'm not really sure who they're moving their mouse around a lot, so I'm not really sure who he's shooting at. If he's shooting at yellow, it looks like it's clear though. And if that's the case, then he's going to take a damage.
I will shoot at.
I don't see any damage cards though, other than on the bomber. So, not exactly sure what happened there.
We'll shoot at.
Taking a shot at Plo Koon. Range 2 shot at Plo Koon.
So.
I just have a feeling this is going to be a good roll, Gene.
Well, what do you know? It's going to be a hit and focus.
Well, he's got his calculator.
Calculate, get 2 hits. There it is.
So he's having Plo Koon spin a force.
No problem. Spins the force. Yeah, you can hear them in the background. No damage.
But Brandon only has 1 force on the board. So
Ahsoka.
So purple drone is shooting range 1 at Ahsoka. I have a feeling this is going to be a bad roll, Gene. Just a feeling.
A cocked roll. You really need to tell them about cocked dice, man. They just keep rolling cocked dice and just rolling with it.
Okay.
If it touches 2 surfaces, it's a cocked die.
It's not flat, right? It's not
No,
flat.
he's got it sitting on top of a calculate and the table.
All right, I'll tell
that
him.
blank is cocked. This is why I like the dice rollers too.
So if you use the word cock in chat, it censors it out. So it looks
right?
it looks like I said
Turn
maybe
you gotta turn
something
that
worse.
off, man. It's a setting.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't see it.
See, look at my message.
Okay.
Oh, it's a what do you call it? Twitch chat
Oh
So,
no, I was talking about the in-game chat, the TTS chat.
oh, that one. Oh, yeah, I don't know about that.
So orange is rolling now. 1 crit
One evade.
on Ahsoka.
I've literally not hit anything.
Hopefully, I can count on rolling squiggle.
And he got it. So Brandon moved in front of the maw of this swarm is
And
no
consequences.
consequences whatsoever.
Yeah.
So what? Sure,
I'm just going to park right here, take 4 shots, but, you know, you're going to roll blank, so it's all good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, actually, you can come out of this with hardly any damage whatsoever on either side.
Either side. The bomber took 2. That was the biggest deal.
Yeah. Which nearly gets him to half, unfortunately.
Using the plated hull.
So green shot Broadside 2 hits because of Broadside's text. He can, being the Republic Y-wing, he can turn the 1 crit to a hit.
Yep. Yeah, had the hit crit. Use the. Oh.
So Broadside
Looky there.
takes a shield because he got one. He rolled a blank eyeball. The cloud gave him a free evade, so he's taking 1
Yep.
shield.
Well, that's just what we were talking about, turning in front of that cloud and using it.
Right.
There it is. Double hit.
So 1 shield. Well, I can't remember, the delay is awful.
Yeah, it's pretty long.
No comment. So Broadside is taking another shield.
Look at that. 2 for 2.
Anything? Phase.
What's happening here? Oh, we're just cleaning up after the
Yeah.
end of the turn? Okay.
Here's the thing. So they got 13 minutes left in standard time. Then, of course, they get 2 rounds
Right.
beyond that. So you're probably looking at maybe tops 4 turns.
Yeah, I really think it's going to
Probably
be
gonna be
3 with the pacing
Or-
that they've been going at. Because this is like
Right.
turn 3, right?
Yeah. I mean, right. Chances are they're only going to get 3 turns out of this. And here's the issue. Steve's probably going to end up losing the DBS 32C, right? He's 55
You'd think.
points. Killing Broadside
It's 40
ain't going
something
to get
points.
it for you.
It's
And
not.
that's still, he's still got to put in some work to make that happen. I got a feeling he's going to make that happen. I don't think Broadside's got a whole lot of options to get out of there.
No.
And I don't think Brandon even cares. So let's say Broadside loot is gone. He's still in a deficit. And he's going to have a hard time getting any of those Jedi.
I think Broadside 1 banks this turn. Tries to camp behind the cloud a little longer to get some free evades.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? And I think Ahsoka's probably going to do a 5K if it fits. Otherwise, 2 sloop. Because if he does a 1 hard, chances are red or orange is going to be in his face.
Yeah.
So
I do the 2 sloop on that.
2 sloop left is probably what I would do.
Yep.
And then Plo, I think, is going to keep going forward with the bomber right in front of him. And Obi-Wan backing him up. So I think you're right. We might see the bomber explode this turn. If Plo does a 2 straight barrel roll, then he might be able to miss that buzz droid.
You saying a 2 straight or a 1 straight?
He can't do a 1 straight. Oh, 2 straight's
Oh.
going to land on it, huh? 2 straight's going to
Yeah,
land
I'm
on it.
not familiar with it.
So that sucks for Brandon because that means Plo's going to probably
Why?
just get out of the way. Well, because he won't be able to kill the bomber.
He can if he gets on there, if he does the 2, it attaches. He barrel rolls off of it, and he still gets the
Sure,
shot on the bomber.
if he's not blocked.
Yeah, that's the hard part.
That's
'Cause
what I'm saying.
That's what droids do.
So I bet he gets out of dodge with Plo. I mean, he could still a winning strategy would be you don't knock any of Brandon's stuff to half and you get a half on the bomber. Still, still puts him in the plus side. That's kind of what this list wants to do.
I mean, I think he's gonna end up killing that. He's gonna end up killing that bomber.
Yeah.
And in the amount of time that's left, that bomber's gonna die.
Yeah.
Brandon knew what he was doing. He was going straight for him. This is sort of like that's the thing is, Brandon and I have played enough when I used to run the Seer Swarm, and it was the same thing. Just go kill Seer. You pretty much won the game. I don't know why people wouldn't do that, but you'd be surprised.
So what do you think the maneuvers for Steve's list is going to be?
Pretty straightforward. I think he banks in to avoid that cloud, and then he's going to get set up either way to smoke. I mean,
See, I was thinking green, yellow, purple, the bomber, orange, and red. So the guys on the right side, they could all do 2 straight. Maybe the bomber does 3. I don't know. To avoid the block. And then the black and white on the left, they could just do a 1 hard right and calculate. So if Plo comes up,
I don't know that I want hard right with
with white and black,
I think I bank in maybe.
bank in.
If you want to be able to catch that Y wing just in case.
So what's your shortest bank? Isn't it a 2?
Yeah.
See, that's why I think the 1 hard's better.
Man, then you risk of not getting that shot.
Yeah, but you're going to shoot Ahsoka too. And Ahsoka is probably going to do a turnaround move and have only the 1 force. But you think he needs to just take down Broadside? That should be his objective?
I mean, I think he needs to go ahead and, man, I don't know. He's still got 6 health on that.
Yeah.
This might be one of those turns where you just kind of turn in to kind of create because basically he's going to end up creating the kill box in between the two, the gas cloud and the rock, right? And then basically see what Brandon gives you. Because that's the worst part about it is you have to move first. He's going to get cagey with a Jedi. He might not get any good shots. I mean, I don't see. I mean, you could try to get slick because like you said. Oh yeah, he's asking about DBS already.
Give me a second.
Oh, what his maneuvers are?
Nah, he's looking up the points cost for DBS.
That's good enough for me.
He basically Brandon probably just wanted to know if he was more expensive than Broadside. It's really all you need to know.
Yeah.
55. That's a pretty sick bomber.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I just don't. In this format, why not Seer?
So, dumb question. I was thinking the bomber would go 2 straight, block the buzz droid, but he's got struts. He could do a 2 bank onto the rock. I don't know if that's good or not, but he could do it.
Actually, that's actually real good because if he gets positioned just right, he might actually get some extra defense dice from the rock.
Maybe a 2 hard right.
Yeah.
Maybe.
He'd probably have to bank on there.
So you think 2 bank?
Yeah. Because you're not worried. It's not like he's got any kind of offensive power, right? Like he's
Right.
not. That's not what he's there for. So you're not really worried about if he's actually going to get a shot, meaning he's out of arc or
Mm-hmm.
whatever. But putting him on that rock might get him an extra defense die, and you can still do your coordinate thing. You can still do all that other stuff. TA 175. He has 1 banks on there. I mean the red.
Oh, he has a 1 bank? That's not bad. But it'll
Yeah.
get blocked by Ahsoka, though, probably.
He even has a 2 Talon.
Yeah. What's cute about... I don't know if it's too hard as blue. It's probably not. But that'd be cute on a rock.
Right.
Because didn't landing stress say you take your stress off?
These guys can just put
So we could two Talon shoot Ahsoka. Take his stress off.
Yeah, they're definitely not getting in another turn. So they're going to have this in 2 more turns.
Yep, skip your execute maneuver step and remove 1 stress token. So he could do some shenanigans with the rock if he wanted to. That's surprising that he did a 2 bank with the yellow. Wow.
Yeah, he said he got some of the dials.
Mixed up.
Yeah, which is something you run into. Well, I mean, the thing is, he has them color coded, so I think it'd be a little easier as far as that goes.
Yeah, the
but
other
it's
night
not-
I did that in my game a few times because I lost my color coding when
You
we
did it like twice, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Huh.
The color code helps a ton. Yeah, I mean, I just dial casual, just whatever. Put it anywhere.
I mean, yeah, you're looking at Captain Sear. He's 54 points with just the TA 175.
That's pretty
You
good.
have 2 shields, so you're 2 shields and only 3 hull, so it's not as he won't have the 6 health that he had on that bomber,
Mm-hmm.
and you're paying, it's actually 1 point cheaper though. So
Well, and you get the crack shot, right? Basically, with
and that's what I'm saying. I mean, if you're going to go this route, I think you're just better off with Sear.
There's a reason Sear's the most expensive.
He is
belly
now
rub.
for sure. Well, he's not.
Oh, he's not?
No.
Pretty sure he's 1 point more than Grievous.
Was he? I could be wrong.
I mean, not that I'm a Sith expert. He is. He's 45. Grievous is 44.
I forgot didn't they bump him up?
They might have. I mean, Grievous is the coolest. Hey, I want to actually kill stuff with my belly rub ship. And Sear's the coolest support one. So it makes sense they're both expensive. There's the 2 sloop that we were looking for with Ahsoka.
There it is.
It's coming.
fully execute and force.
The 1K with purple and orange was not something I saw coming at all. That's interesting.
Do an action. Yeah, brother. I think she's probably the best Jedi.
Yeah, Ahsoka's ability is really sweet. That she can spend a force to do an action, even if she's stressed. catches people off guard. Huh. Well, we thought Broadside might be in a position where he'd get
Side's gonna go ahead and take that.
killed, but he's only going to be taking one shot.
Yeah, and I think, see, that's kind of what I was saying, why I would have banked with black and white.
Mm-hmm. So they
that you
could
were
be
gonna
shooting
that
Broadside.
shot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because, like I said, you turned in hard. Well, now, I mean, you're just going to have to go all in on the
Ahsoka.
Jedi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm surprised. I mean, he went for the bump with, or I thought he was going for the bump with DBS 32, and then he put the yellow ship in the way of the buzz droid. I just was very surprised by that.
That might have been the mistake that I think.
Oh, the dial mistake. Gotcha.
Yeah. Now the K turns is what I guess he was guarding that 5K that we were talking about
Mm-hmm.
by having those come, but yeah, the 2 sloop just made more sense.
Mm-hmm.
And like we said, the bailout.
Yep. From Plo Koon.
Yep. Yeah, he's going to be in a real bad spot with only 2 turns left. He's not. He has to get a Jedi to half, and then maybe half on Broadside to even have a shot.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, currently 0-0, right?
It's currently 0-0. Before Obi-Wan's first shot on the bomber, then it will not be 0-0 anymore.
Correct.
And I mean, Ahsoka can shoot the bomber, and so can Broadside.
I mean, you don't know, man. He might blank the hell out, and then
Oh, snap. Getting that bullseye. He's going to throw 4 dice at DBS. I bet he takes... Yeah, he's got to focus because he's Obi-Wan.
Right. Start of engagement.
Start of engagement. So the bomber can coordinate somebody. That could be interesting.
Yeah, I don't know what.
I don't see what he'd do, though. Everybody's got calculates or stressed.
I mean, I'd give a target lock to yellow, maybe.
Yeah,
Don't
that's
want
not
a
bad. That's not bad.
Or you could do the same with the green. I guess it's
Yeah.
green.
That might be better because you actually can get the half on Broadside that way. You know,
Yeah.
target lock calculate, you can get
Or
2
does he-
damage on Broadside.
There's a blue target lock out there. Is that already?
I think that is his
Oh,
target
so he's
lock.
already got. Yeah. So go ahead and give yellow one. Why not?
Check. So it says he can take the ship, so can he take himself just to take action?
Ooh.
Can he literally just spend a count in action?
Oh, so it says.
Green hasn't done his discard droid yet, has he? Discord missile. So you could spend a
No.
calculate on green 3 straight a discord missile onto him.
That's gonna overshoot
You
him,
think?
I think. Yeah.
It's close. I think you're right, though.
Let's see.
I mean, you might as well.
He'll military faction run his Discord.
If he is doing it, he's going to do his discord. So
Yeah,
we'll see if it works. I think it's going to, because he's diagonal. It worked. So put it on the front of him. Or then just do 1 damage. And
Oh,
at
wow,
0,
It
he's
barely
going to
clipped.
take a crit. There you go. And then, you know, he's going to continue to get hurt the rest of the game. Unless Brandon does a
He
barrel
actually
roll.
has it set to back. I think he means to, there it is.
Yeah, it's cool. We're all fine here. So
That's
he
gonna
just,
help out, man. That's gonna help out a lot.
yeah, so he'll get Broadside to half probably. If he's, well, it's a target lock on the cloud. Is that what it is?
So I guess he decided not to coordinate. I don't know why you. Oh, because he has to spend a calculate to do it, right?
Yeah. So he wanted
Okay.
the bomber to have a touch,
A
I guess.
calculate. Yeah.
If only, FSG wasn't spaces, then let the droids have
I don't
focus.
know that it really effing matters, though, to be honest, because you could always borrow your buddies if
You
need
can borrow
be.
your buddies, yeah. I'm still trying to figure out the orange and purple K turns, but I'll just go to my grave wondering about that.
The what?
The orange and purple K turns.
Like I said, I think what he was doing is he was thinking the Jedi was going to do the 5K like we were discussed, and so he was hoping to get
Doubling
some
down on
shots there. But
Ahsoka.
again, I was like I said, I was all about creating that kill, and it would have been the right choice because I would have either had a ton of shots on that one Jedi there. I keep losing track of who's who, or the Y-wing.
So Ahsoka's in the bottom right, Plo Koon's in the upper right, and Obi-Wan's the one with the arcs coming out of him right now.
Yeah, I mean you're telling me that, but I'm gonna forget like within
That's
2
okay.
seconds.
So Obi-Wan just did 3 damage on the bomber. So I think the bomber has 1 left now.
Which the other Jedi will take.
Yeah.
Or broadside.
So we actually have points.
Get it?
Let's see.
Yeah, so because Steve has initiative, the bomber's going to shoot before broadside or Ahsoka. Looks like I don't know who he's going to shoot. He's got the range one and Obi-Wan.
I think you got to take the Jedi shot, right?
The range 1 Jedi shot?
He needs to get, because he has to do both. He has to get half on a Jedi and get at least half on that
on broadside.
Y-wing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's going to lose the bomber. 2 hits.
Mm-hmm.
So, focus, evade, and another cocked die. You just don't seem to care.
I don't get it. I mean, I've heard that if you hover your mouse over a die, it'll tell you what the result is, but I don't care. To me, we're playing this because we can't play in person, so I want to play like the physical game and re-roll it if it's cocked. Just call me crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. And then that consistency thing is weird, right?
Yeah, that's always a weird thing.
Maintaining consistency throughout games, that's just odd.
So Obi-Wan is out of force. Actually, he's out of force completely.
Ooh, gonna throw the ion cannon. Because why not? You only need
there's only 1 damage, right? So
you only need the 1 damage, so
doesn't he get an add an eyeball result with broadside? Yep. Ability, and then he can focus and pretty much
look at that.
He's gonna guarantee the damage.
Foci.
The bomber dies.
Bomber is going to die.
And then that will be the end of the I3s, and the bomber will be removed, and so TA-175 will never fire.
However, not that it's probably going to matter a whole lot.
Oh, nice roll. Doesn't matter. You're dead.
Yeah. Everybody gets to calculate.
Oh, from him dying.
TA-175, because it is 0 to 1, and he does have calculate on his bar.
Okay.
See if he realizes. Yep, he knows. He's about to drop it.
You get to calculate, and you get to calculate.
Don't know that it's going to help him a whole heap, but
once someone died, it benefit because everyone had the initiative.
And Brandon knows that mess.
Cool. So you drop all your tokens.
Correct. Just
I
saying
mean,
that he's
double
going to drop all his
calculates.
tokens before Shoka gets to shoot.
That's pretty thick. Double calculate. Come on.
Yeah, it's still 2 defense dice.
There's that. But then TA-175 is better removed, so if more drones pop, then it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's gonna. Well, there's only good news for Steve is there's only 1 turn left anyway, so it's not that big of an impact.
Well, I think we got 2 left, dude.
Oh, that's right, because the time just expired, right?
Yep.
God, that's how long these turns have been.
I'm surprised the game with Brandon it's taken a long time.
I should have done just for the struts on. Yes, there.
So Steve's just remembering what we were talking about, that he had landing struts on the
Oh,
bomber.
he
and
just realized he could land it on the rock?
right.
Huh.
And you think about that, had he done like what we were talking about, he might not have even been in arc. And if he had been, he may have gotten an extra defense die.
Well, even if he had been in arc, he wouldn't have been in bullseye. So,
Absolutely
because
correct.
Brandon wouldn't have steered right towards a rock, so he could
Show
get a
you right.
bullseye.
Yep. Yeah. He just forgot. I don't know how many reps he has with this list.
Mm-hmm.
And hey, we even forgot that he had the struts on there until that turn, right? Basically.
Right, because it didn't matter. Well, I was questioning why he was putting the bomber where he was. So
and
this
again, that's what we talked about at the very beginning, where I said I like to place the bomber in that back corner as far away as possible, because then you have all this entire wall of droids between you, and it just makes the shots not as attractive.
So Brandon took a shot from Ahsoka range 3 onto that green droid, and he, with the bullseye eyeball, he focused it to 3 hits. So green is going to take 1 damage.
Not bad, because it
Not
could have
bad
been
at
a
all.
quick half.
I don't know which one's green on the list, so I'm going to just pick one. Drop in the hole.
There's a way to do that, right? On that template.
Yeah, I could have done that. Let me actually.
Yeah, imagine that.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, the dogs are home.
Yeah.
But it was a Discord it was a Discord missile one, so it's worth a little more.
So the pricier one.
I actually don't know that they have an ability on this one to change the color. So I think that's.
There should be, because I see them do it all the time.
Well,
Idea
on like
Squad does
GSP,
it.
but they have a
Insane.
different overlay.
Oh, or is it? I don't know. Idea Squad does. I don't know where you got this.
Oh, this is just from TTO.
I
Well,
got a
that's
feeling
that's
'cause
gonna hurt on Obi-Wan, dude.
Yeah,
That's a
because we
hit
don't
crit.
care about we don't care about cock dice. We're just gonna go with it.
Yeah.
Wow. And
Yeah.
then 2
So that's
focuses.
half on Obi-Wan.
However, comma with no force.
Is that direct hit?
That's what he needed, man. He needed that.
Is that direct hit?
What the?
It looks like a direct hit, so I don't know why Brandon hasn't taken another damage. Or did he and it's just stacked? That's probably what it is. I'm going to assume that that's what it is. So Obi-Wan's 1 from dead.
That's crazy. That could flip the game right there on its lid. Somebody needs to update points. That's all I know.
I did that. It's going to happen about 3 minutes later.
Oh, there it is. Bingo. Ooh, man, he's rolling fire. He's making up for that first round, technically second round of combat where he rolled trash.
Actually, I need to kill DBS 32
Now
also.
he's spitting hot fire.
Dang.
There. Head fire teal option at range 1.
Ouch. So who's he shooting? Is it green to broadside? Must be 3 dice. So a net of if he calculates 1 hit.
Get it. Actually, pretty.
Is that? Trade Federation 2 is going to shoot it.
So he got broadside's last shield. So if he remembers his trigger on the Discord missile, broadside will be at half by the end of the turn as well.
And that might even be. I don't even know if that's a May.
I think it's a May. Well, it's a, you
Because it said it.
It's not really a May. It's a you engage at turn at I0,
Right, because
right?
it said engage at 0, so he kind of has to.
Right.
Because you have to engage.
So this is a hit crit from. I'm sorry, you didn't see the dice yet. White is shooting Plo Koon through a rock. Why didn't Plo Koon roll 4 dice?
I think it's an old.
Say blinded.
Oh, that's an
He's
old
got to
one.
be. That's a range 1 shot because he's rolling 3 dice, so that's got to
Okay.
be else.
And that is.
I think did he fire into the Y?
So Ahsoka took the damage. Ahsoka took a shield and a hit. Brandon's getting busted up now.
Yeah, that was a real good turn for Steve.
Sure about this one. Hell. The speed for China.
Oh.
Yeah, well, I mean, you got 8 ships. So,
Did he do the Discord missile? Or are we still doing
might want to
shots?
send him a reminder. Yep.
He just remembered.
Yep, he got it.
And it's a fuel leak. And now he's got a crit.
Nice.
So the next crit that the Discord missile gives him, give an extra damage. That's brutal.
Like I said, he could shake it off, right? He does have a
Yeah, he
barrel,
could.
or he could use an obstacle.
But he'll still have
bomb.
fuel leak, right? So that's the thing.
Yeah, I mean, that's a reality, and he's not getting away.
Right.
he's got a chance.
And he's at half.
Yep. And Brandon's hurting. All his Jedi are on fire.
I'm just trying to figure out where he got that 3 dice attack from.
I don't know.
Which one's Ahsoka?
Ahsoka is the beige one in the bottom right, next to the bumped red droid.
Yeah, how was that a range 1?
I'm not following.
He
I'm
rolled
wondering
3
if they
dice.
just didn't.
Unless it was a die that was laying out there and I wasn't really paying
That
attention.
may have been what it was. Because Ahsoka rolled 3 blanks.
Yeah.
And then lost a shield and a crit. So that's probably what happened. It was just an extra die sitting out there. So Brandon's now behind. He's got this turn and the next one. left. So hmm.
All right, so what do we do, man? What's what do you do if you're Brandon?
Well, I think Ahsoka has really got probably the one move, which is the blue. The one bank is a blue, I believe, on the Jedi. So I think that's pretty much a given.
Yeah. Which could be blocked.
It could be blocked. The one
Very-
banks, two straight, and three straight are all blue.
Yeah. No, I don't. And then, of course, Steve might not be very familiar with their dials and not
Right.
realize what the options are, but that'll be an easy block if he wants that.
I think Brandon needs to kill stuff. So
Oh, yeah.
I think Plo is going to
next
do.
level strategy.
Yeah.
Only here
The
at
player who scores the most points wins. This is
Whoa.
deep strategy. So I think Plo Koon does a one hard right, and then can fine tune if need be.
Yeah.
Obi-Wan is sitting on fire with one left, and really not a good way to get away.
No. This is actually looking. This just went south real quick, and his Y wings. I mean, there's really. And he doesn't even really need the Y wing at this point. He's got the half.
Mm-hmm.
You really don't even need to mess with it. Focus on smoking the Jedi, finishing them off. I mean, if you can finish off the two Jedi, that's game.
Yeah, absolutely. So I don't know if Brand's going to do this, but one option he's got ahead of him is if he doesn't get blocked, because R5, unlike R2, you have to take an action to do it. So if Brandon's not blocked with Obi-Wan, he can R5, and Plo Koon can actually pull the weapons disabled off of him. Actually, he doesn't get a weapons disabled. It's R5, not R2, so he's fine with that. But the problem with that is he won't be able to focus, and that's what Obi-Wan wants to do.
Yeah.
I don't really see a lot of good options for Obi-Wan.
And Black still has a Discord, does he not?
I believe they fired two. I think purple is fired and green is fired.
Right, so Black's still holding on to
Black's
his.
still holding on. He could totally do that. But I think he'll be too close to Obi-Wan for it to hit Obi-Wan.
Yeah, but he could turn into, what is that, a Ashoka?
He could do that.
There's he's got a lot of options.
Right.
He just needs, the thing is this is one of those points where you could kind of get distracted, and so it kind of helps that, and they might not know what the point totals are sitting at right now.
I'm sure Brandon knows he's losing. He's got two Jedi and a Y-Wing and a half. He probably assumes he's losing. He needs to score some points. My thought is move blue up. Do blue like a three. I'm sorry, red up. Do him like a 3 straight, and clip that buzz droid to block Obi-Wan onto it. It's just a thought.
That's some next level.
And then red and purple do a 2 hard left and then barrel roll left to calculate.
To get the block.
To get the block on Ahsoka and have the calculate so they can shoot Plo if he comes in.
And you can run white and gray in there to make sure that finishes them.
Right. That's my thought.
Yep. Also kill stuff.
And then they can't shoot you and they're dividing up fire, and you always want to make your opponent divide up fire if you can. And Brandon's so force depleted now.
Oh yeah, yeah.
These
Spend
shots
his
are going to
wad.
land.
That's always the danger. I mean, that's a resource you got to track, man. Once you burn through those, it makes them a lot easier to touch those Jedi.
Right. So he put the gray one where I thought the red one might go. He's probably going to still have a block.
Looks like he damn near swallowed up the whole thing, though.
Yeah, I wonder if a little bit's sticking out. So
You got a top down on that?
yeah, let me do that. We've got tools. We've got abilities.
You got technology.
Dude, he's
You have
perfect.
the technology.
There's a little bit right there, but he's probably not going to clip it. I mean, this is like some grassy knoll stuff right here.
Oh yeah,
That little
that's
bit right
crazy.
there? Yeah.
Yeah, that
So
is nuts.
I don't think it's going to happen.
Somehow I think that's out of scale. I'd have to look at the real pieces, but I could have swore that
I think
those were slightly larger than
I
a
think they're
base.
bigger than a base. I agree with you.
Yeah.
So he did a too hard shocker. Or did he do a one?
What?
Wait a minute. Did he do a one or a two? If he did a one, he should keep his stress.
Correct.
Orange did a one. I'm gonna ask him.
He puts the calculator on. Maybe he did the 2. No, he couldn't have.
Why is it orange? Still stressed. Oh, yeah, you're right. Oh,
Oh, I know I'm right.
Orange and purple.
thanks. Yep. No, that was my mistake.
Good.
Who's Roman?
Oh, he's the guy doing the stream. That's
Okay, no, that's fine. I know that's.
They're asking why your name's Roman.
it's all good.
Outstanding.
I'm happy to tell him why.
I think I am done here.
There it is, Gala. Yeah, I forgot to turn off the arcs, and they end up staying on there when that happens.
Well,
One of the weird little glitches you get.
all right.
There they go.
Wow.
You know, what other...
So
Yep,
Ahsoka,
got the bump.
Ahsoka can still spin the. No, I don't think Ahsoka can spin the Force because I think you have to successfully complete your. Yeah, after you fully execute. So Ahsoka's just gonna sit there with one Force.
Still only looking at one shot, and he could maybe...
Gas cloud.
Get that droid.
Why isn't the Buzz Droid on him? On Broadside.
Well, he's probably got a...
So what's the rules on the gas cloud? I can't remember. Gas cloud is what? Focus. Can you
Yeah,
get strain?
Focus or hit. You take the strike.
Okay. All right. Yep, you got it. And then we'll attach it to the front again.
That seems like a good move to attach it to the front.
There we go.
Yeah, he did.
Did he touch the gas cloud?
He did. I think he did, and he rolled for it.
Okay.
Oh snap! But there's nothing that can shoot Obi-Wan.
He flew straight through those buzzsaw droids.
Oh, he did.
Yes, he did.
That means he's
Yeah,
gonna.
but he has to attach it to the rear because he can't attach...
Actually,
Ooh,
he
he
can't
might not even
attach
be able
to
to
E, so he's gonna die. So he flew through the Buzz Droid. The Buzz Droid and Obi-Wan takes the damage, and Obi-Wan dies. And Obi-Wan can't do his action to R5. That's awesome for Steve.
Now,
Terrible for Brandon.
Buzz droids, bruh.
close enough. Government work.
Well, he's not going to be able to put it anywhere.
And
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering if it's even going to fit.
here's another question that I don't know. Maybe
It's
one
going to
of you
auto
guys
pop.
knows. So you gotta fix it. The rules say it can't.
Please.
You know, like can't.
Completely
You
cut
know?
out.
Okay, so here's
My understanding of it is you ignore them when you move over, but it has to be a legal placement to go to attach them.
Okay, so that was my question. So in this case,
You letting him know?
Yeah.
I can jump in on the chat. Yeah, hey guys, if you can't place it, then it automatically pops for 1 damage.
You're good. It can attach them.
All right, yeah, then
It's
he's
very good.
place so we can get rid of that. Worse than harpoon missiles.
Yeah. But either way, everyone's going to die at I0. So.
Right.
Yep. So.
Yeah, so you don't have to waste any shots on him and none of that. That's
No,
the other.
none of that. Just shoot broadside.
I mean, technically, he could use his Jedi to shoot it off the back of him before that happens.
That's true. He could. I wonder if Brandon thinks of that. Because I don't think Obi-Wan's going to take a shot.
He might have to, because then he wouldn't really have any other shots on him.
Yeah. Obi-Wan's fine. Well, yellow.
Everything's fine
Yellow
here.
can shoot him.
Yeah, but that's not a great shot.
It's going to be 2 dice on 3, and he's got force, and we're all fine here.
Everything's fine here now. Yeah, but let's see if he thinks of it. I mean, and it feels bad, right?
It does. It does.
And it's no guarantee.
This is what you want to do, though, is you want to force your opponent to make decisions, because when they do, they can make the wrong decision.
Like we said, though, he threw that one out there. It didn't hit anything.
Right.
In the end, it's terrain denial tool.
Yep.
All right. So the only thing is for wandering.
Oh, Obi-Wan's console fire.
Not taking any damage.
Oh, Obi-Wan has console fire?
Yeah, also not good.
And
Look at Brandon keeping the game state, though.
Yeah, he's a pro.
He's a pro. I mean, they don't pay us to play X-Wing, but if they did, they pay Brandon.
But the good thing is that he's an honest player, straight up.
He
right?
is. He's a good guy.
He's not gonna let that stuff slide.
and I guess I'll shoot.
Now, Steve's brother Rob, on the other hand, that guy comes with 40K. That's the shadiest dude you'll ever play. But that's how him and I got started playing 40K.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we played on a board on top of a mattress in Macedonia.
Wow.
Yeah, when we were in the army together.
I figured y'all weren't going there on vacation. Is that flat?
It's angled.
These Cox dice.
They were laughing at us for bringing it up every time they roll a cock die. So naturally, we got to continue to do it.
I mean, anytime we can say that word, we're going to say
right.
it.
This way we beat up Brandon later.
Well, that could be his new nickname, Brandon Cock Die.
Yeah.
Griffith.
I used a focus, but yeah.
All right.
He's deciding if he wants to network calculate. He could probably get one off of red if he wants to. But I think red's got a good shot at broadside too, so I
Just
don't know.
take the, what is that?
Yeah.
Or no, it was 3, right? Okay, yeah.
It's 3 seed.
Let me see if I can. I am in range to pull a calculator.
You are in range of 1 of
Yeah.
the red. I mean, come on, it's 2.5 ship bases. We know this.
Oh yeah, that's right. He's got the little ring thing. Yeah, but I'll get it top man.
They're about to get out the microscope.
Range to network a calculator.
Busting out the OG template.
Right.
Are those
It's not even acrylic, it's cardboard.
right?
So
It's not even
orange.
like real cardboard. It's like digital cardboard, so it's worse.
Oh, blue. It's blue that's taking 1 damage? Or orange? Orange, right? Orange is taking 1 damage. Orange is just a regular drone. Didn't do anything to anyone.
And do broadside next.
All right.
All right. It's going to shoot green, I think.
See, that's the other bonus you get with the 512. You get that seizure-inducing table movement.
What's that?
Which you won't find anywhere else.
Did you say?
Yeah. I mean, it's ion cannon, so it can only do 1 damage. So you might as well shoot green and get them to half. Oh! Or you can just natty out. It's fine.
When the drones dodge better than Jedi.
Yeah, like I said, it was no guarantee. So he did take a shot at the buzz droids and missed.
Yep.
It's gonna seal the fate of Obi-Wan.
Yep.
So remind me, if I blast that buzz droid off you, I won't take any damage.
Oh, Brandon's asking him if he
That's
shoots
correct.
the buzz droid. So
Oh,
he
that's
thought
what I
of
thought
it.
he was. Oh, I thought that's what he had said already. Okay.
And it's in bullseye, too. He gets to roll 3 dice plus an eyeball against it.
Yeah.
I'll tell him.
Okay.
Oh, they figured it out good. Brandon has the 1 force with the Ahsoka.
Hear you now.
Yeah, you are correct. He does not do damage until initiative.
0. So Brandon
did think of it. Look at
Brandon
he's a
did think of it. You can tell
guy.
Steve's a little disappointed he thought of it. It's a good idea.
Steve's like, damn it. I had plans.
I mean, the buzz droids do have 3 green dice.
Yeah, 3.
Yeah, like I said, it's not a sealed deal. They get 3 defense dice, so.
And Brandon will only be able to modify 1 eyeball.
Yep. Which obviously he's going to do on the focus, irregardlessly.
Yeah, so he's going to shoot 2. So unless so he's going to shoot 3 plus the eyeball.
So it looks like 2 hits.
Right.
Right.
Here we go.
Yeah, I can't. Special for this guy.
No. Got to roll 2 natties.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because they don't get any little fancy.
Just gets the 1. Can't network calculate on that bad boy, so.
Man, that was close though.
Yeah.
It's funny because when Brandon and I played, week and a half ago, I could have killed Obi-Wan if he hadn't rolled 2 natty evades, and he did. So those natties,
And
they'll get you.
a turn for shooting.
Yes.
Right. All right. So yellow is going to shoot at
So yellow is going to shoot Obi-Wan, see if he can finish them all.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the only shot that he actually has.
right, and he will network it to hit.
Spend a force for 2.
2 hits, and he's gonna use that shady force stuff right there. Gets the evade and the focus. Spends the force, gets the 2 evades.
That's what Jedi do. They're shifty.
Yep.
Gotcha. All right.
So no damage there. Obi's gonna look like he's
All
gonna
right,
skate.
Teal will shoot broadside. Range 2. Obstructed. And he will use his calculate for 1.
Wow. Fires the broadside. Gets 1 hit.
Oh, but broadside will get another crit at the end, so he's
Yeah.
plinking them down.
Truth. Because he just evaded the shot.
Gray will shoot at.
So broadside's at. Well, he's going to take a crit, which will give him another damage with fuel leak. So
Correct.
if he remembers his I-0.
It hit.
He
Wow.
will, which again, like I have to double check on that, but I don't think that's a.
I'm not going to evade a single one.
Okay, so broadside's going to die if he remembers
Yeah.
to do the buzz droids at this point.
Right, because he's only got.
He's got 1 left.
Yeah, so you just stop shooting at him. Well, I don't think he has any shots on.
Yeah.
Right. So those 3 guys.
Wow. I mean, yeah, Steve's in a real good spot.
Yes.
Hit.
Is he just shooting a broadside to shoot a broadside?
Well, he has no other target, so
Right.
why not?
Right.
Let it for broadside.
Oh yeah, he was already dead.
Oh,
Yeah, buzz droid is going to cost 2 automatic, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Broadside's overkilled.
Yeah, but like I said, he didn't have any other shot.
Yeah.
You can't take him home, so.
So you might as well just rub it in.
Right. I mean, you can't save the shot for next turn, right?
Right.
So he didn't shoot last turn.
And that is a hit.
And next turn is the last turn, correct?
That's right.
All right. He
Yeah,
easily
but-
evades. All right. And all right. So purple got bumped, so can't shoot his. Cocoon at range 2. All right.
We're good.
Yep. And last but not least, we got a white guy here.
Oh, yeah, he got a nice shot.
Yeah, and Obi-Wan hit him, right? Or
Bumped him out.
All right, so he will shoot at, I guess, Ahsoka.
It makes sense to shoot at Ahsoka. Ahsoka's
Right.
already 2 down.
Yep.
Ahsoka.
Ahsoka doesn't have any regen, so no shady Jedi tricks. So Ahsoka's
What?
going to
I
stay
thought
at
we
half
that's
points.
standard. You gotta have your
Well,
that way
that's
you
a
can win
roll.
after losing the game.
Nothing more infuriating when you see like the crit just roll and it just suddenly looks like it chanks over to a blank.
Steve's, telling Brandon about how he's disappointed his crit rolled into a blank. I don't think Brandon's going to feel much sympathy right now. I could
Right.
be wrong. I could be wrong.
You might be.
The MVP is messing me up.
Yeah, absolutely. They're worth their weight in gold. The only thing is
They're talking about how awesome buzz droids are, and they are great if you can land them.
I think we should probably rage, fire up some torches and some pitchforks, and demand a change.
Right.
Make them. They should be what, 50 points each or something.
Absolutely, they should be
Yeah.
as much as the Leia crew in Rebel.
Right.
Yeah, totally.
All right. So here we are coming up last round. What can Brandon do? What does he have here? What options?
So Brandon's losing by 40 points. He has to kill 2 droids and not lose anything else. He can't lose half on Plo. He can't
So he could
lose
make
Obi-Wan.
He could make that up by killing 2. Either he has to kill one of the buzz droid
Carriers.
drones,
Yeah.
and at least a regular one to make that happen.
I think Green has 1 left, and that's a buzz droid 1. So he could kill. So you're right. He could kill Green and 1 other, probably any other,
Yep.
and he'd be winning if he doesn't lose Obi-Wan.
Correct.
The good thing going for Obi-Wan is I don't think the drones are going to be in a good position to catch him.
There really isn't. He could take yellow and haul butt forward, but with him moving first, I mean, do you bail with Obi-Wan, or do you go ahead and just try
I
to
don't think
sloop
you
or
do.
stay in the fight?
I would do the 2 sloop with Obi-Wan left, because the only green and yellow will have a shot, and they'll be range 3 shots.
Right, because orange and purple are already stressed, so they're not going to be able to turn around.
Or you can do the 5K with Obi-Wan. This is last turn, but I think the 2
I think you want to stay in close to get better quality shots.
Right.
Like I said, you have to delete a regular droid and
Right.
at least one of the buzz droid carriers,
right.
To pull this out, and without losing points yourself, obviously. So it's not. This is actually really good. This is actually really close.
So we are in the final turn.
Yep. And this is going to be all right. So, now I guess the real hard one here to figure out is
Ahsoka's the one I'm not sure what to do with.
Yeah, I was just saying, that's the one there. Like, it's the other 2 are pretty simple, right? You're just going to bank in and get the shots, and the other one's going to do the sloop.
Well, I think purple's going to get a block on Plo. I don't see how it doesn't. I mean, purple can do a 2 straight and block up Plo Koon.
And why wouldn't he?
Why wouldn't he? You take away a shot.
Yep. And then it actually put orange into a good spot as well. Because you're going to get that block.
Well, yeah, I'd say orange with 2 hard left, then barrel roll right, calculate, and then purple do 2 straight to block Plo Koon, and then orange takes a range 1 shot with a calculate on Plo Koon.
Yep.
The only thing I think Plo Koon can do to get totally out of the way is a 5K. But the trouble with that is if he's not pointed at anything, this is the last turn and Brandon needs points. So
Yep.
That's a dilemma there.
Risk.
Doing 1 damage to an undamaged drone is worthless. So he really needs a good shot with Plo.
Yeah, I don't even know that I'd be too afraid of
The
getting
bump?
them, to be
Yeah,
honest.
I don't either. I think the bump's the better.
As long as I get the shot
Yeah.
at last turn, chances him getting 2 damage through to get you to half.
Mm-hmm.
You know. And you will have the force, so there's that.
And I am set whenever you.
I'm gonna need another second.
No worries.
Yeah, this is going to be. Whew, you couldn't ask for a better last turn, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah.
That 3rd round of shooting was crucial. I mean, he just came off hard.
Mm-hmm. He did.
With the attack, because that 2nd round of shooting, he got nothing. I mean, it was bad, and then he turned right around.
And he was yeah, like you said, he was rolling crits. So it was good. Yeah, if Brandon hadn't bumped with Obi-Wan this past turn, he could have fine-tuned and regened.
Oh.
And then regened again, and he would be above half with Obi-Wan.
Rob Moebes put out a. Yeah, he's right. If Obi does the sloop, then we forgot that he has a fire. Be able to put that out.
That's a great point.
I think you got to do it though, right? You got to F it,
Yeah. Yeah.
Otherwise, you lose. I think. It sucks. You got to do it.
I guess the other thing you could do is you could do 1 hard and try to catch purple or orange. Turn off fine tune and turn off console fire. But he's only got 1 force. That's the thing.
What's purple and orange looking like damage wise?
I think purple has no damage. Purple is a Discord droid though, so that's
he's not going to 1-shot it.
He's not going to.
Not with
Orange has 1 damage, so that could be the orange. The orange one could be the one regular one he goes after. He could 1 hard boost if he needs to, and then turn off console fire, and hope he rolls really well.
Yeah. You have to wonder if, and I'd be surprised if these guys really knew exactly where the points stood and knew that, because like Steve might burn off with some of those buzz droids just to make sure that he conserves those points.
It is kind of anticlimactic with X-Wing, where your reward at the end of a game is to do math to figure out who won.
Yeah.
Kind of silly.
Never it's too much
Oh no, flying swarms is easy.
So that's stress.
Well, if they're rebel swarms, sure, you just focus 1 straight focus.
Yeah, when it works, but this is the worst. This is my nightmare because just with all the Jedi, all the Jedi, it's like, okay, what? They have so many options. Reposition. Yeah, it's tough.
Talking about all the repositioning that the
The
Jedi
Jedi
have and how
have,
tough they can be to catch.
yeah, which is evidence in this game, right?
Okay, it's a neat mechanic.
So just click move, dude.
Then that hit the move. There we go.
This is the thing I still haven't quite figured out is what the up and down is on these.
Oh, yeah, I've never used this.
Well, it's whatever you do, it's wrong, and then you have to do it again. That's my that's
okay.
my understanding. Unless you hit center.
What
You don't
if you
guess.
had a list that had nothing but trashy ships that doesn't even have talent rolls in the list? Like your dials are just that
Oh,
bad.
are you talking about like the YV666? Is that what you're talking about?
That's a good example. That's a good example. That's a couple of good examples. Yeah,
I mean, their best move is a white too hard, right? Something like that.
right. And you don't. It's not like you see those on the table anyway,
Ever.
right?
Like even in casual tournaments and stuff like that.
Yeah, even in casual tournaments, people like the opportunity to try to win.
Right. Like bring something competitive to make it interesting, right?
And we'll do a roll.
It should be just one of those built-in ship abilities for YV.
Mm-hmm.
You just hand the dial, or you just place the dial face up all the time because everybody knows what you're doing anyway.
So he barrel rolled calculated with green, which tells me that the red one is going to do a one hard. I could be wrong, but I have played X-Wing before.
What, did you stay at a Holiday Inn Express or something?
Yeah, I did brain surgery, then I came over here and read the rule book for X-Wing. Now I'm streaming it.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, no, he didn't. What the heck?
Whoa.
Is this Dialgate Part 2? Did he not know what he was doing? And it
Wait, let
didn't
me
stop
put
him either.
Let's just say, had he not barrel rolled, that wouldn't have been a bump.
That's true.
Sometimes, man, especially when you've been playing this long, and you just forget what you dialed in, and this makes it a little more difficult. You know, with TTS, how you got to go over it and hit the what is it, Alt and Tab or whatever, or Alt Shift to view the dial.
He's just bumping.
He's just stacking them up.
Wow.
If you don't complete the moves, you don't take a stress away curve. You bump.
How he's asking if you bump, do you
Yeah.
take the stress away? Yeah, you still take the stress away.
I blame his brother for not teaching him all this stuff.
That sounds right.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
that was good. That's really good. That's so good because he's gonna get the club bump too, probably. That was a 2 straight, right? Called that calculate. I mean, even if he can't use it, network calculations.
That's it, man. That's the beauty of it. As long as you can get some of your guys to get calculates, good to go.
He will calculate.
Calculadorio. If he can find the dial.
You know, it's a lot of tough decisions what you do with these droids.
Yeah, do
When it
I
comes to actions.
calculate or do I barrel roll calculate?
Right. I do believe my guys have all moved.
Okay.
All right.
So
Let's see
Ahsoka.
what happens here. There's the big deal.
Ahsoka. What did she do? She bumped into Obi-Wan. That's actually good for Brandon. So if he takes the shot on green, he can wipe him.
Yeah, that's not the end of the world. If he can smoke green, that's half of the win condition, and one less shot that he's going to take. He might have hell up.
Yeah, unfortunately, your traffic jam that you got yourself into actually picked me up half
Yeah.
from Obi-Wan, but the chance.
That dirty old tactic.
So he did a one hard, huh? So what he probably should do is a fine
Take out that
tune
console
barrel
fire
roll.
first.
No, fine tune barrel roll left and then console fire.
Yeah.
Because they're Jedi, they get to do actions before they do actions.
Well, yeah. You basically just get to pick them up and set them down on the mat wherever you need them.
Wherever you want.
And then, reach into your pile of tokens and just drop them all on there.
Let's see here.
Right, I'm gonna
Do whatever I want.
It's a Jedi.
let's see, because if I don't, I lose. I'm gonna fine tune.
He's gonna fine tune barrel roll, like it said.
Oh no.
So find your dial, Brendan. Barrel.
I guess it's my screen, but I mean, these ships are like overlapped as in they're laying on top of each other.
So should he do console fire or should he like
I think
focus or target up? He's focusing.
the
So
dogs seem to think that he should get rid of the console fire.
Right. I think focus is right because with the bullseye he gets the free eyeball, right?
Yeah, man, but that console fire goes off, he gets none of it.
No, he still gets to shoot. He just dies this round.
Yeah, and loses the game.
There's that. But in terms of trying to win the game, I think it's the right call.
What is orange on damage?
Orange has 1 damage, so he's got to push 2
He
through.
only needed 2. He's gonna get.
Yeah, but network calculations too. You know, if he rolls paint, then he's gonna survive without a mod.
Well,
So I think Brandon's gonna roll for console fire, so we'll find out. Oh my gosh. We'll find out if he lives or not with this 1 die roll.
Wow. Bye bye.
Well, but he still lives, right? Through the round. He still shoots orange.
Yeah, but he's lost the game.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying it wasn't worth it.
Gotcha. I hear you.
I mean, it's 3 out of 8 chance. That's not
and I'll spend the focus
difficult.
So
Brandon must have had the mute button on as he cursed.
I don't know. Does he?
Yeah, he probably had a 5-minute cursing tirade that we just didn't catch.
So then he's going to go ahead and shoot.
Good enough.
So hit crit goes to orange and orange dies.
You see, and so he didn't even need the. Did he even need the focus?
Yeah, he did. Orange wouldn't have died otherwise. He converted 2 eyeballs to hits.
How many force did he have?
0, because he fine-tuned controlled it away.
Oh, because yeah, I'm looking at the thing. It's not up. I couldn't see.
Yeah, where the points are going to be is that.
But he still had opportunity. He didn't have to necessarily kill that one. He has other opportunities to make those points, though, right? He's got 2 other ships.
I mean, you're right. By losing Obi-Wan, his win condition became out of reach. I mean, you're totally right.
Absolutely. That's why I'm saying it wasn't worth the risk. He had other opportunities to get the points he needed.
I think he still loses if he didn't, even if he hadn't lost Obi-Wan probably, but
Well, I mean, we'll see.
we'll see. It's a 50-point difference. I don't see how Plo Koon and Ashoka's going to get there.
I mean, it depends on whether or not he could kill these droids.
Right.
And Ahsoka.
So we got another damage on one of the Discord missile drones. Of course, that's not going to do it.
I'll take.
Has to go for the green.
Who you shooting at?
At Teal.
At Teal. Okay. Bullseye. So you added an eyeball.
And then I spent the force to change that.
It. Hit. Crit.
He's dead.
Yeah, he's dead. Hit crit and green is dead.
Teal. Force. I've not rolled a ball today, I swear. Feels like that anyway. Alright, so that's...
So now we're blaming dice before we get to the eventually in the game.
That's how it is, though, when you get to calculates and then you never roll them.
The inevitable point in the match where you blame dice.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was. They were literally on top of each other. That was weird.
Sucks.
I wonder if Steven doesn't know he's still winning.
Hey, I don't think he realizes.
Yeah, the problem is I don't think it's enough for me.
Yeah, see, neither one of them seem to know what the points are.
I don't know.
This is an accurate simulation of a physical X-Wing game. Bumps, cocked dice. I don't know who's winning. It's all accurate.
Okay, so looking back now, boy not died.
I think they were already stressed.
You're saying if Obi-Wan hadn't died, would he be winning? No.
Because he killed the one.
But he wouldn't have been able to kill the one if he hadn't focused. Tracking?
Oh, because he was bumped against orange, right?
Well, so he
Who did
fine-tuned
Plo Koon?
to barrel roll, right? And he rolled an eyeball, got a free eyeball, blank, and a crit.
I'm saying he still has another Jedi, right? So the one Jedi.
Alright. Dice don't fail me now.
What did Plo Koon shoot it?
It hit.
I think I'm not sure what Plo Koon shot at.
One evade. That'll keep me alive.
Did he shoot at the purple one?
So he just
That might
did
be
another
what it was.
damage
I shot
to
at the purple one and only did the
Ahsoka.
one damage.
Right.
Once again, another new question. The stun pilot bumping doesn't affect that. It's obstacles.
Now they're talking about stun pilot, which happened a long time ago.
Right.
But it's fine. Are they talking to us?
Man, I tell you what, I don't know what's going on.
I don't either.
It said.
Just be everybody here. But yeah,
Must be that
I'm assuming that's only the obstacles. Yeah.
Spectrum internet.
Yeah, that's a change. It bumps in ships and obstacles.
Yeah.
0.0, it's just the.
So you want to jump in there and talk to those dudes?
Are they done?
Guess we need to figure out points.
Yeah, they're adding up.
Okay,
points
cool.
Right now,
Yeah,
so
let's do that. I'm gonna.
Call it good.
Yeah, I'll get in there.
Yeah. Here we go. So full points on DBS. And
Well, congratulations,
Steve.
hey, what's going on, guys?
What's
What's
up?
up?
What's up?
Yeah, we did
Yeah,
the points.
I'm surprised y'all are even awake after watching the slowest,
Nah.
most boring game
Nah.
there is.
Oh,
It wasn't boring.
It
It might have.
It was not boring.
Yeah,
but it was definitely not boring.
Yeah, it's that's what I was saying earlier is
Yeah, I mean, if you joust people with these guys, yeah, it goes obviously much faster than trying to predict Jedi and their 3 repositions a turn. But that was great. So would the points end up?
We see the points as Steve, you destroyed 125 and Brandon destroyed 97. That's what I've got.
Oh, nice.
Brandon had to keep the Jedi alive and kill one of the buzz droid carriers, which he did, and kill a regular droid, which he wasn't able to do.
I killed a buzz carrier and a regular droid.
Not on the last turn.
I killed an orange dude and I killed a teal dude last turn.
Yeah, you did.
But you had to keep all your Jedi alive, and you did because of the console fire. So we're saying, so your win condition going into the last turn is you had to keep all your Jedi alive, kill one of the buzz droid carriers, and kill a regular at a minimum. So the console. That's we were debating whether or not to remove the console fire. As it turns out, had you removed the console fire, you wouldn't have had the damage to kill orange, though. So,
right, So, Brandon, if you had decided to flip console fire, he's saying you wouldn't have had the focus to kill that one drone you killed. So, I guess you just needed to roll natties on console fire.
Right.
That was actually all you had to do. Of course, was roll natties, roll a blank.
I don't understand why you're talking about the console fire, though. I took a damage from it, but I didn't die.
Obi-Wan died, didn't he?
Oh, he didn't.
What? How many damage cards do you have?
I have 2.
Okay, I thought he had... Okay, well then, that changes things.
You get my hopes up just to dash them?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought...
Am I being punked?
I thought he had a stack of 2 damage cards, not a stack of 1 because the direct hit, or whatever that is.
I tried real hard.
2 damage cards. Yeah, if I had...
I can see him.
I honestly don't know how I could have possibly gotten repositioned a little bit differently.
Well, that changes everything.
It changes
you did
everything.
exactly what you needed.
So what do you have for the points, Brandon?
I have that he destroyed 95 points.
Okay.
Ahsoka, half Obi, full broadside.
Okay. And then you have that you destroyed 97 of his?
I don't have his, but I have that I destroyed destroyed
I'm coming up with 97.
Okay.
Coming up with 97. Okay.
So my deal, which is unfortunate for the last 20 minutes or so, I thought you had 2 damage on Obi-Wan instead of 1. I thought you were pulling a Chris Williams and stacking your damage cards, so
wow,
I misunderstood that.
Charles led us all down the wrong path. Well then, congratulations, Brandon.
By 2 points. 2 points.
2 fucking points. Oh
wow.
My God. Dude, that was close. You've had me sweating for the past like 40 minutes.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I'm gonna kick myself because of if I had just maybe I don't know. I'd have to go back and watch it. Yeah, just that last turn, if I had done some K turns or something different and just sacrificed not having to calculate in order to get some shots in, it would have maybe played out different. I don't know.
Well, you went into that last turn and you had 2 shots, except one of them I initiative killed.
Yeah.
That was
he would have
ended up
had 2 calculates to work with too. So
right. And as it stood, you did 1 damage to a ship, and really you just needed to do 1 damage to one other ship, either Obi-Wan or Ahsoka, whichever one you could get a shot of.
Yeah, it was hard to. Yeah, it was good. Good. Yeah, and I tell you what.
Yeah, no, that was skin of my teeth.
He was. I don't know the teal guy. He ran that whole game with a target lock on Ahsoka and never once got to fire at her.
Oh yeah, off that coordinate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, it was a great game. Great game.
Yeah, no, that
Yeah.
was a great game. Hopefully,
If-
hopefully Dream enjoyed watching it. I know our pace of play got kind
It
of
was
down in the
fine.
weeds for a
It
while.
was fine. I'm mostly sorry for being wrong about Obi-Wan's points, like for 20
Yeah,
minutes.
that kind of jacked up the whole. It's
Has
all
that been
good, though.
wrong for like 20 minutes now?
Yeah,
oh.
at least.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
So I was thinking you were
So
going to
what
have
you're
to
saying is
do.
the
talking
whole-
off of that.
What's funny though is
you
you
had
didn't
everyone
do
on the edge of their seats, but the whole time it just didn't matter and everything was fine. We're all fine here.
well.
Pretty much, yeah.
Pretty much. But you still did the same maneuvers I thought you were going to do, and the same things happened. It didn't really change.
And that's because you were commentating. You were commentating from a position of Obi-Wan needs to do this stuff to
Right.
not die and give up points. And all of my maneuvers at the time were because I had miscalculated because the points were so close and thinking that my win condition was that I needed to double action Obi-Wan to get the console fire flipped down and discarded off of him to get him out of half.
Right.
Mm.
So
I
it's
wondered that
interesting.
because
You were wrong on the points, but you were not wrong on the call because I was trying to do essentially
Right.
the same kind
Yeah,
of
you
thing.
were. You were trying not to die and get a shot.
That should have been our clue too, because when you did that, said you were talking about you wanted to regen.
Yeah.
To get you back to half, and then I was like, huh? But okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I kind of wish I had screwed up some of my moves earlier, so that when I fired the last set of, or when the last set of Discord buzzsaw droids got picked up, that if they had not been able to be placed, which it was pretty close, that you would have just gone ahead and suffered that that hit. That
Yeah,
the game.
that's what I thought was going to happen. Was Obi-Wan wasn't going to be able to fit, and that's why I was going to tell y'all if y'all weren't sure what was going to happen. Okay, Obi-Wan's dead.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
But Steve, you did, for playing only a handful of X-Wing games, man. You've learned this game pretty fast, man. Good job.
No, I appreciate it. No, it was great. Yeah. Thanks.
Oh yeah.
So now the big question is: Are you gonna switch up your list for the remaining 2 weeks or what?
I think I will, but like I was telling Brandon, I don't think mistake here was I kind of got my list in late, and I just kind of threw in a hyperspace list that I had planned on running at a local tournament that same week. That ended up getting canceled. And in hindsight, if I actually sacrificed a Plain Jane Trade Federation droid and bumped up to Seer, that would have made the difference, because then I could have spent some calculates to negate the calibrated laser targeting and some of the other stuff.
We were looking at. We actually talked about that. You wouldn't even had to actually change anything. All you would have to do is just switch to Seer. Seer with TA 175 only is 1 point cheaper than what you were running, so it would have fit, and you still would have had to say in a 1 point bid.
Yep. So I mean, it's good, but yeah, the 2 dice attacks. I think you kind of need that extra modifier, because it looks nice, but I can't tell you how many times already in this tournament where like a guy's gotten popped and it's rained down calculates and everyone's sitting on 2 calculates, and then there's not an eyeball to be found.
Right.
Yeah.
You kind of need something to spend those eyeballs on to modify dice.
Yeah, with this one, you're almost better off with Kraken. Just roll in with the additional 3 calculate tokens to begin with. But
that one's definitely gives you some flexibility, but I don't know. I haven't figured out if that extra point is worth cracking.
Yeah, but well done though. I mean, that was a super close match. I mean, that was great.
Good job, guys.
I appreciate it. It's great. Yeah. Think for punking me. I mean, I think you could at least send me a 2/15th, excuse me, a 5/12 T-shirt or something.
Nice try.
We'll have to hook it up. Have to hook up Rob too.
Yeah. Yep. So yeah. You'll have to tell me how much of a, give me some dirt on Rob at some point.
Oh yeah,
that should be easy. Yeah. They were in the Army together, so that should be really easy.
Well, then again, he might tell you some stories. I better quit.
Yeah. I appreciate it, guys. Thanks again. It was a good game.
All right, you guys
All right.
have a good
What,
one.
I do have one question though. So
Mhm.
you asked me, what about you, Brandon? What are you guys doing? Are y'all allowing each other to swap lists, or y'all repicking for each other?
So I think we're swapping out because, as Gene will attest, I've done him about the dirtiest that someone could be done apparently. So we're going by the same rules for the second round as everyone else in the tournament, where it's completely open up. We can just what we want to fly and change if we want to.
Yeah, and Brandon's welcome for me to create his list that he's 3-0 with now. So Brandon, you're welcome.
Right.
I know you
I'm
don't know what
definitely
that feels.
swapping mine.
I know you don't know what that feels like, Gene, to bring a competitive list to
Right.
this tournament. So this will be a new
Not in this
feeling
tournament anyway.
for you next week. All right.
Well, awesome.
All right. Hey,
Thanks, guys.
thanks, guys, again.
Yeah, you have a good
Yeah,
one,
Thanks
man.
again.
All right. I'm dropping off. See you.
See ya.
Take it easy.